Imagine living each day with peace of mind, free from the endless noise of doubts, worries, and what-ifs. Imagine being able to face challenges with clarity, calm, and focus instead of being trapped inside your own head, replaying the same thoughts again and again. But tell me honestly, how many times have you lost hours, even days, stuck in overthinking, paralyzed by fear, indecision, in scenarios that never even happen? The truth is simple. Your mind can be your greatest ally or your worst enemy. If you let it run wild, it will control you, weaken you, and keep you from living fully. But if you learn to take charge of it, to discipline it, to see things as they really are, you will find strength, freedom, and calm like never before. Today you are going to discover the 15 Stoic lessons that will stop overthinking forever. These are not just empty words or motivational tricks. They are timeless principles used by some of the greatest minds in history. Men who carried the weight of empires, wars, and destiny, yet kept their peace. If they could master their minds in the face of chaos, then you can certainly master yours. So get ready, because after this video, your thoughts will no longer control you. You will control them. Before we begin, I want you to make a promise to yourself. Write in the comments, "My mind is calm." You are not just typing words. You are sending a message to yourself, programming your mind for clarity. The more you repeat it, the more it will become a reality. So write it down now and let's get started. Number 1, control what's yours. Drop the rest. Look around you. How much of your stress, your worry, your overthinking comes from things you cannot control? How many hours have you wasted replaying the past, trying to change what is already written, or imagining the future as if worrying about it could bend it to your will? Stop. That battle is not yours to fight. The Stoics taught one powerful truth. There are things that belong to you, and there are things that do not. What belongs to you are your choices, your actions, your effort, your response. What does not belong to you are the opinions of others, the twist of fate, the weather, the economy, the judgments of strangers, the outcomes you cannot fully shape. The sooner you accept this, the freer you will be. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, carried the burden of ruling an empire. Yet he reminded himself each morning, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Even the ruler of the known world could not command the storms, the wars, or the betrayals. But he could command himself, and that was enough. Now think about yourself. How many times have you felt paralyzed because you tried to control something outside your reach? Maybe you wanted someone to like you, but they didn't. Maybe you worked hard on a project, but the outcome didn't match your expectations. Maybe you tried to control what people said or thought about you, but they kept talking anyway. Each time you gave away your peace of mind to something you could never hold, ask yourself, does this belong to me? If the answer is no, then let it go. You don't have to fight every storm. You don't have to carry every burden. Most of the weight you feel on your shoulders is not yours. It's borrowed from things you can never command. Why live as a slave to illusions? Overthinking is born from this mistake. You replay conversations in your head, trying to rewrite them. You imagine scenarios that may never happen, trying to solve problems that don't even exist. You torture yourself with what-ifs, but in reality, only one thing matters: what you can do here and now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not in the minds of others. Only here, only now. So what should you do? Start small. Each time you feel anxiety rising, pause and separate. Say to yourself, this belongs to me, this does not. Your effort yours, your attitude yours, your choices yours. The weather not yours, the past not yours, the opinions of others not yours. This clarity is freedom. This is how you stop wasting energy on shadows and start building strength on what is real. Epictetus, once a slave and later a great Stoic teacher, said, happiness and freedom begin with a clear understanding of one principle. Some things are within our control and some things are not. He had no control over chains or masters, yet he found freedom in mastering himself. If he could do it with nothing, why can't you with everything you have now? The next time you catch yourself lost in thought, worrying about something far beyond your reach, remind yourself, not mine. Then turn back to what is yours. Here's your energy there. Invest your focus there. That is where your strength grows, where your peace lives, where your mind becomes calm. Remember this, when you chase what isn't yours, you lose yourself. When you master what is yours, you win every time. Control what's yours, drop the rest. Because freedom does not come from controlling the world. Freedom comes from controlling yourself. Number 2, remember life is short. Look at your life. How many days have already passed? How many mornings have you opened your eyes, yet treated the gift of another day as if it were guaranteed, as if it would last forever? The truth is brutal, but freeing. Your time is running out. Every second that slips away is gone forever, never to return. You can waste it, or you can use it. You can let it drift, or you can make it count. But you cannot keep it. The Stoics never allowed themselves to forget this truth. Seneca wrote, "It is not that we have a short time to live, but that we waste a lot of it." Most people live as if they will never die. They put off their dreams until tomorrow. They delay the important conversations. They wait for the perfect moment to act, not realizing that the perfect moment never comes, and then one day the chance is gone. Think about your own life. How many times have you said, "I'll start tomorrow"? Tomorrow to work on yourself. Tomorrow to begin that project. Tomorrow to fix a broken relationship. Tomorrow to live the life you say you want. But tomorrow is not promised. Only today belongs to you. Only this breath, this heartbeat, this moment. Marcus Aurelius, Emperor of Rome, wrote in his journal, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." Imagine if you lived every day with that awareness. Would you waste hours scrolling mindlessly? Would you argue over petty things? Would you hold on to anger, resentment, or fear? Or would you rise with urgency, knowing that this might be your last sunrise, your last chance to live with meaning? Life is short, but it is not too short if you use it well. One day lived with purpose is worth more than years lived in distraction. One moment of clarity is stronger than a lifetime of hesitation. The Stoics did not fear death. They saw it as a reminder to live fully, to focus on what matters, to cut away the noise. Death is not the enemy. Wasting your life is. Ask yourself, what if today was my last? How would I spend it? Would I love more? Would I forgive faster? Would I focus only on what is essential? That is how you should live every day. Not in despair, but in intensity, not in sadness, but in urgency. Overthinking steals your life because it makes you live everywhere except the present. You replay the past, which you cannot change. You imagine the future, which you cannot control. And in doing so, you let the only real thing, this moment, slip through your hands. That is how people waste years without even noticing. So what is the lesson? Do not wait. Do not postpone. Do not waste. Whatever's in front of you, do it with focus, with energy, with love. If you want to say something, say it. If you want to start something, start it. If you need to let go, let go. Life is too short to live in hesitation, Seneca said. While we waste our time hesitating and postponing, life is slipping away. Every day you are given is a gift. Do not treat it like it is cheap. Treat it like gold because that is what it is. Remember this, you will die. Everyone you know will die. One day this world will go on without you. This is not a reason to fear. It is a reason to live fiercely, wisely, and without delay. Do not let death surprise you, living half asleep. Do not let the end come while you are still waiting to begin. Live now. Now, love now. Life is short. Remember it and let that truth guide every choice you make. Number 3, expect problems. Life is not smooth. Life is not gentle. Every day carries its own battles. And if you walk into the day expecting ease, you will be crushed the moment things go wrong. But if you expect problems, if you prepare your mind for them before they arrive, then nothing can break you. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, wrote in his journal each morning, "Today you will meet interference, ingratitude, arrogance, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness. All of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil." He reminded himself of this before stepping into the world. Why? Because he knew the truth. People will disappoint you, life will test you, and fate will strike without warning. To be surprised by this is to be defeated. To expect it is to be unshaken. How many times have you let one problem ruin your entire day? The traffic jam that made you late, the rude person at work, the plan that failed, the bill you didn't see coming. Each time you were shocked, as if life had promised you comfort, as if you deserved a day without obstacles. But no such promise exists. Problems are not exceptions. They are the rule. The Stoics understood this deeply. Epictetus taught that if you expect your journey to be smooth, you are a fool. He said, when you are about to go out into the rain, you prepare a cloak. In the same way, prepare your mind for the trials of life. The wise man carries an inner shield. He expects the storm, and when it comes, he is ready. Overthinking is often born from this mistake, expecting life to be easy. You imagine things should go according to your plan, and when they don't, you replay them in your mind, asking why me, or how could this happen? But why not you? Why not today? Why should you be spared what is common to every human being? Did you think you were special enough to escape problems forever? Here is the truth. You cannot escape problems, but you can face them differently. If you expect them, you are not shocked when they arrive. Instead of saying, why is this happening? You say, of course, this is life. I was ready. That mindset changes everything. Start practicing this every morning. When you wake up, tell yourself, today will not be perfect. People will be rude. Things will break. Plans will fail. But none of this can touch my mind unless I let it. Make it your ritual, your armor. When the problem comes, do not waste time complaining. Complaints are useless. They solve nothing. Do not waste time asking why. You already know why, because problems are part of life. Instead, act. Do what you can, just endure. Move forward. Think of a soldier going into battle. Does he expect peace? Does he think the enemy will stay home and let him win easily? He expects resistance. He expects hardship. That is why he is strong. That is why he survives. You must be the same. A soldier of the mind armored with expectation. Seneca said, "The man who has anticipated the coming of troubles takes away their power when they arrive." This is the secret. Problems hurt less when they don't surprise you. Pain becomes bearable when you already knew it was coming. So from now on, stop expecting comfort. Stop expecting life to be soft. Expect problems. And when they come, meet them with calm. Say to yourself, this is what I trained for. Because every problem is a chance to practice strength, to sharpen discipline, to grow. Remember this, you cannot choose a life without problems, but you can choose a life without surprise. And when you live this way, no problem will ever own you again. 4, go with nature, not against it. Look at the world around you. The sun rises without your permission. The seasons change whether you want them to or not. Rivers flow, trees grow, storms come and go. Everything follows its nature. Only humans resist. Only humans fight against what is. And that resistance is the root of so much suffering. The Stoics taught live according to nature. That means understanding the order of life, accepting it, and moving with it, not against it. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire takes whatever you throw into it and turns it into flame and brightness." Life will throw challenges at you, but if you move with nature, you will transform them into strength. Ask yourself, how many times have you wasted energy fighting reality? Complaining about the weather, about aging, about time passing, about other people being who they are. You shout at the storm instead of seeking shelter. You curse the river instead of learning how to swim. You resist the natural flow of life and it breaks you. But here is the truth. Nature will always win. Time will move forward. People will be imperfect. Bodies will grow old. Death will come. You cannot stop these things. To fight them is to fight the universe itself. To accept them is to live in peace. Think about the tree in a storm. The rigid tree that refuses to bend is torn apart. The flexible tree that moves with the wind survives. That is the lesson. Bend when you must, adapt when you must, accept what cannot be changed. This is not weakness, this is wisdom. Overthinking often comes from this resistance. You replay situations in your head because you want reality to be different. You think it shouldn't have happened this way, but it did. You say this person should act differently, but they won't. You insist life shouldn't be unfair, but it is. The more you resist, the more you suffer. The moment you accept, you find peace. Epictetus said, "Do not demand that things happen as you wish, but wish that they happen as they do happen, and you will go on well." This is not about giving up. It is about aligning yourself with reality so you can use your energy wisely. Why waste strength on what you cannot move? Save it for what you can. Imagine a sailor at sea. The winds change, the waves rise, the storm comes. Does he curse the ocean? Does he sit helpless, demanding calm waters? No, he adjusts his sails. He works with the wind, not against it. That is why he reaches his destination. Life is the same, work with it, not against it. So what does it mean for you? It means stop wishing for a life without problems. Stop wishing for people to be different than they are. Stop wishing for time to move slower. Instead, embrace what is given to you. Adapt to it. Grow with it. When pain comes, do not ask, "Why me?" Ask instead, "How can I use this?" When change comes, do not resist. Flow with it. Let it carry you where you need to go. When life pushes you, push back where you can, but accept the direction of the current when you cannot. Remember this, peace is not found in controlling nature. Peace is found in aligning with it. The river does not ask your permission to flow. The sun does not wait for you to wake before it rises. Life moves, move with it. Go with nature, not against it. That is the way of the Stoic. That is the way of peace. Number 5, love whatever happens. Life will not give you only what you want. It will give you what it gives you. Good moments, bad moments, joy, pain, success, failure. You do not get to choose the events. You only get to choose your response. The weak man resists and complains. The strong man accepts. The wise man goes further. He learns to love it. This is the Stoic idea of amorality, love of fate. Do not just endure what happens. Do not just accept it. Learn to embrace it. To say, yes, this too is part of my path. This too was meant for me. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "A blazing fire makes flame and brightness out of everything thrown into it." Think of that. Whatever life throws at you, loss, insult, hardship, you can turn it into strength. But only if you choose. Only if you refuse to see yourself as a victim and instead see yourself as a builder, forging your character through whatever comes. How many times have you wasted hours or days fighting reality? Something happened. You didn't like it. Maybe you failed at something. Maybe a friend betrayed you. Maybe life didn't follow your plan. And what did you do? You replayed it over and over, thinking it shouldn't be this way. But it is this way. No amount of wishing will change it. You cannot erase the event. You can only shape your response. Seneca said, "A wise man is content with his lot, whatever it may be, without wishing for what he has not." This does not mean you stop striving. It means you stop fighting the past. It means you stop arguing with reality. If something happens, you welcome it as if it were chosen for you, because in a sense it was not chosen by you, but chosen by life, by the universe, by the very order of nature. Think about this. Every difficulty you have ever faced has shaped you. Every failure taught you something. Every heartbreak hardened or humbled you. Every obstacle forced you to grow. If you look back honestly, you will see that the worst things gave you strength. The hardest things made you who you are. Why then should you hate them? Why not love them? Overthinking often comes from resistance. You refuse to accept what has happened, so your mind keeps replaying it. What if I had done this differently? What if it had gone another way? You trap yourself in endless scenarios, but the truth is clear. It happened. The only path forward is to love it. To say, this is my story. This is part of me. Imagine a sculptor. He does not choose a perfect block of marble. He takes the block he is given, cracks, floors and all, and through his work, he shapes it into something beautiful. Life gives you the block. You are the sculptor. Love the block with all its imperfections and make something from it. So how do you practice this? When something unwanted happens, do not react with anger. Pause, breathe, then say to yourself, good, this too is fuel for me. This too will shape me. Repeat it until it becomes natural. Train your mind to see every event as a gift, every twist of fate as material for growth. The Stoic does not just survive fate, he befriends it. He learns to say not only I accept but I love. That is true freedom, when nothing that happens can break you because you have already welcomed it. Remember this, life will not give you everything you want, but it will give you everything you need to become who you must be. Stop fighting, stop resisting, start loving. Love whatever happens. Mortality, that is the path of strength. Number 6, know what's up to you. Most of your suffering comes from confusing what belongs to you with what does not. You spend hours, days, even years trying to control things that were never yours to control. And in the process, you ignore the only thing that was always yours. Your own mind, your own choices, your own actions. The Stoic teacher Epictetus said it clearly. Some things are in our control and others not. That is the foundation of freedom. If you understand this, you will stop wasting your life. If you forget it, you will live in chains. Ask yourself honestly, how much of your energy goes to things outside your control? You stress over the past, but the past is gone. It is not up to you. You worry about the future, but the future has not arrived. It is not up to you. You worry about what others think, what others say, what others do, but their minds, their tongues, their actions are not yours. They are not up to you. So what is up to you? Your judgment, your decisions, your discipline, your effort, your response to events. That is your domain. That is your kingdom. You are powerless over everything else, but you are powerful here. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself every day, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. This is not a comforting phrase, it is a command. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, was this in my control? If yes, then act. If no, then let it go. It is as simple and as hard as that. Think about how much overthinking comes from forgetting this rule. You replay conversations wishing you could change the other person's reaction, but their reaction is not up to you. You worry endlessly about outcomes, but the outcome is not fully up to you. You hold yourself hostage to the judgments of others, but their minds are not yours to govern. No wonder you feel powerless. You are fighting battles you cannot win. Shift your focus. Stop pouring energy into what you cannot change. Invest everything into what you can. If you fail, let it not be because of distraction, but because you gave your best. If you succeed, let it not inflate your ego, but remind you that you stayed true to what was yours. Epictetus taught his students with a simple image. Imagine life as a game of dice. The dice roll is not up to you. That is fate. But how you play the pieces after the roll, that is up to you. Some people waste their lives cursing the roll, wishing for a different throw. The wise man picks up the dice, accepts them, and plays them with skill. Ask yourself right now, what am I carrying that isn't mine? Whose opinion am I holding on to? What fear of the future am I letting control me? What regret from the past am I still chained to? Drop it. Say to yourself, not up to me, and turn back to what is. Overthinking will vanish the moment you master this because you will no longer chase shadows. You will no longer try to live in other people's heads. You will no longer waste years fighting what cannot be moved. Instead, you will stand firm in the one place you always had power, yourself. Remember this, freedom is not getting everything you want. Freedom is knowing what is yours and letting go of the rest. The one who knows what's up to him can never be enslaved. The one who doesn't will always be a prisoner. So draw the line, guard your mind, act only where you have power and say every day, this is mine, that is not. Know what's up to you, that is the start of real strength. Number 7, see thoughts for what they are. Your mind never stops talking. From the moment you wake up until you close your eyes at night, thoughts flood in. They whisper fears. They replay old mistakes. They imagine future disasters. They tell you stories about who you are, about what people think, about what could go wrong. And most of the time, you believe them. You let them control you. But here is the truth. Your thoughts are not facts. They are not commands. They are only impressions passing clouds in the sky of your mind. Marcus Aurelius wrote, you have power over your mind, over your thoughts. Strip them bare. See them for what they are. A thought is nothing more than a suggestion, not reality. Yet, how often do you treat your thoughts as the ultimate truth? One negative thought and you say, "That's who I am." One fearful thought and you freeze. One doubtful thought and you give up. But why? Why give your thoughts more power than they deserve? Overthinking is born when you forget this simple truth. You grab onto a thought and spin it endlessly as if circling it long enough will make it real. What if I fail? You think, then you replay it, magnify it, believe it until you are paralyzed. But all that happened was a thought appeared. That's all. It was not destiny. It was not prophecy. It was only a passing signal in your brain. Epictetus said men are disturbed not by things but by the views which they take of them. Think about this. It is not the event itself that tortures you. It is the thought you attach to it. Two people can face the same situation. One suffers terribly, the other stays calm. What is the difference? Not the event, but the judgment. One person saw disaster, the other saw challenge. The event was the same, but the thought was different. You must learn to separate yourself from your thoughts. Do not say, "I am afraid." Say instead, "I am having a thought of fear." Do not say, "I am worthless." Say, "A thought of worthlessness appeared." The difference is huge. One makes you the prisoner of your mind. The other makes you the observer, the master, the one in control. Imagine sitting by a river. Thoughts are leaves floating on the water. Some are bright, some are dark, some move fast, some slow. Your job is not to chase every leaf or pull it out of the water. Your job is only to notice. There goes a leaf. That is how you must see your thoughts. Notice them, but do not cling to them. Let them pass. Marcus Aurelius practiced this daily. Whenever a disturbing thought appeared, he would strip it down to its simplest form. For example, if he feared death, he would say, "Death is just the dispersal of atoms." By reducing the thought to its basic truth, he removed its sting. You can do the same. Ask yourself, what is this thought really? Is it a fact or just an opinion? Is it reality or just fear? Is it useful or should I let it go? The mistake most people make is believing every thought. But not all thoughts deserve belief. Some are lies, some are illusions, some are just noise. If you can see them for what they are, fleeting, fragile, empty, then they will lose their power. So the next time a storm of thoughts hits you, do not panic. Step back, watch, label them. Here is a thought of fear. Here is a thought of anger. Here is a thought of doubt. And then remind yourself, these are only thoughts. I decide what to do with them. Remember this, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who sees them. And once you learn to see them clearly, they can no longer rule you. See thoughts for what they are. That is freedom. Number 8, write it down. Your mind is not a storage box. It is not built to carry every worry, every memory, every plan, every fear all at once. Yet this is what most people try to do. They keep everything trapped in their heads, and then they wonder why they feel heavy, restless, and overwhelmed. If you want clarity, if you want peace, stop carrying it all inside. Write it down. The Stoics practice this daily. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor of Rome, wrote to himself every morning and every night. His book, Meditations, was not meant for the world. It was his private journal. In it, he poured out his worries, his doubts, his reminders, his lessons. Why? Because he knew that the act of writing clears the fog of the mind. Thoughts that are chaotic in your head become simple when written on paper. Problems that seem endless shrink the moment you give them shape in words. How many times have you overthought because you refuse to let thoughts leave your mind? You circle the same worry again and again, like a prisoner pacing in a small cell. But the moment you write it down, the prison door opens. You can see the worry for what it is. You can separate from it. It no longer controls you. Seneca advised, we should every night call ourselves to account. What infirmity have I mastered today? What passions opposed? What temptation resisted? What virtue acquired? He told his students to write, to reflect, to face themselves in ink. Why? Because the page is honest. On the page, excuses vanish. On the page, truth appears. Overthinking is noise. Writing brings silence. When you take a pen and force your thoughts into words, you force them to slow down. You turn vague feelings into clear sentences. You give form to the formless. And in that process, you take back control. Do not make this complicated. You don't need a fancy journal. You don't need perfect words. You don't need to write for anyone else. This is not for show. This is for you. Just write down what weighs on your mind. Write your fears. Write your goals. Write the question you cannot answer. Empty your head onto the page. Here is a practice. In the morning, write what you expect to face. Prepare your mind for the day. Today I will likely meet frustration. Today someone may insult me. Today plans may fail, but none of this can stop me from being just, disciplined, and calm. This was Marcus Aurelius's method, arming his mind before battle. At night, write again. Reflect. Ask yourself, where did I act with discipline today? Where did I fall short? What can I improve tomorrow? This was Seneca's method, calling himself to account before sleep. Both morning and night, they used the page as their tool for clarity. Think of it this way. Your thoughts are like wild horses. Left unchecked, they run everywhere, dragging you with them. Writing is the res. Writing takes control. It directs the wild energy into order and purpose. The next time you find yourself stuck in a loop of overthinking, stop. Grab a pen. Write down exactly what is running through your mind. Don't judge it. Don't edit it. Don't hide it. Just write. Once it is on the page, look at it with fresh eyes. You will often see that what felt overwhelming was nothing but smoke. Remember this, you are not your thoughts. But if you keep them locked inside, they will rule you. If you put them on paper, you rule them. The Stoics did not write to impress. They wrote to live with clarity. You should too. Write it down. That is how you free your mind. Number 9, ask what now instead of why me. Life will test you. This is not a maybe. It is a guarantee. Problems will come, losses will come, pain will come. And when they do, the first question that rises in most people's minds is why me? Why did this happen to me? Why is life so unfair? Why do I always suffer? But this question is poison. It makes you weak. It keeps you trapped in self-pity, paralyzed and blind. The Stoic never asks, why me? The Stoic asks, what now? Marcus Aurelius said, do not waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. In the same way, do not waste time arguing with life about whether your pain is fair. It happened, it is here. The only question that matters is, what will you do with it? Think of this. When you ask why me, you hand your power to fate. You sit back as a victim, blaming luck, blaming others, blaming the universe. Nothing changes. You suffer twice. Once from the event and again from your own mind. But when you ask what now, you reclaim your power. You stand up, you act, you take the pain and turn it into movement. Epictetus was once a slave. He could have spent his life asking, why me? Why was I born into chains? But he didn't. He asked instead, what now? How can I use my mind, my choices, my discipline? And with that question, he rose from slavery to wisdom, teaching emperors how to live. How many times have you been stuck in overthinking because you kept asking, why me? A plan failed, and instead of moving forward, you obsessed over why it didn't work. Someone betrayed you, and instead of letting go, you tortured yourself with questions you will never answer. Life handed you pain, and instead of acting, you drowned in pity. But pity builds nothing. Action builds everything. So train yourself. The next time hardship strikes, stop the spiral. Do not ask why me. Ask what now? Lost your job? What now? What skill can you sharpen? What path can you open? A friend walked away? What now? What lesson can you learn? What strength can you build? Plans collapsed. What now? How will you adjust? How will you stand again? The Stoic knows that pain is not the end. It is the beginning of a test. And the only way to pass the test is action. Seneca wrote, a gem cannot be polished without friction, nor a man perfected without trials. Every trial shapes you. Every friction sharpens you. If you only ask, why me? You miss the gift inside the pain. If you ask what now, you unlock it. Think about the soldier on the battlefield. An arrow strikes his shield. Does he cry out, why me? Why not someone else? Number. He raises the shield higher. He moves forward. He acts. That is why he survives. You must be the same. This does not mean ignoring pain. It means not being ruled by it. You can feel the sting, but you do not freeze. You can feel the weight, but you do not collapse. You keep your focus on the only question that gives life. What now? Remember this. Why me? Makes you weak. What now makes you strong? One keeps you chained to the past. The other pulls you into the present where action lives, where strength is born. So when the next blow comes, and it will, stand tall. Do not waste a single breath asking, why me? Say instead, what now? And then move. Number 10, slow down and use reason. Most people live like a fire out of control, reacting, rushing, exploding at every spark. Someone insults them and they lash out. Something unexpected happens and they panic. A thought of fear appears and they drown in it. They never pause. They never think. They let emotions drive their lives like a wild horse dragging its rider through the dirt. But the Stoic way is different. The Stoic slows down. The Stoic uses reason. Marcus Aurelius said, if you are distressed by anything external, the pain is not due to the thing itself, but to your judgment about it. And this you have the power to revoke at any moment. Do you see behind the event itself does not destroy you? Your reaction does, your judgment does, and judgment can be changed if you slow down long enough to see clearly. Overthinking is the child of rushing. You react too quickly to every thought, every feeling. A fear enters your mind and you treat it like truth. A worry appears and you feed it with attention. But if you slow down, if you step back, you would see it differently. You would say, wait, is this true? Is this useful? Or is this just noise? That pause is your power. Seneca advised, we are often more frightened than hurt, and we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Think about that. Most of the pain you feel never comes from reality. It comes from your mind running faster than your reason. You imagine, you exaggerate, you multiply the danger. If only you slowed down, if only you let reason lead, you would see that the monster in your head is often just a shadow. So how do you practice this? First, create the habit of pausing. When something upsets you, do not react at once. Stop. Take a breath. Ask yourself, what exactly happened? What am I adding to this event with my judgment? This small space between event and reaction is where wisdom lives. Second, train your reason daily. The Stoics did not only rely on calmness in the heat of the moment. They prepared their minds in advance. They reflected, they wrote, they meditated on principles. That way, when the storm came, they already had anchors to hold them steady. You must do the same. Feed your mind with reason before you need it. Imagine you are a sailor. If you rush and panic every time the wind shifts, you will wreck your ship. But if you pause, study the wind, adjust your sails with calm, you will reach your destination. Reason is the compass. Speed without reason is suicide. Overthinking is speed without direction. You let your mind run wild in circles. But reason is the map that shows you the way. When you slow down and ask, what is the tree webs? What is in my control? What is the wise action? The noise disappears. Clarity comes. Action becomes simple. Marcus Aurelius often reminded himself, does this make me a better human being? If not, let it go. This is reason at work, filtering every thought, every emotion, every impulse through wisdom before acting. The next time anger rises, slow down. The next time fear appears, slow down. The next time your mind tries to drag you into endless what-ifs, slow down. Use reason like a sword to cut through the fog. Remember this, emotions scream, but reason whispers. If you rush, you will hear only the scream. If you slow down, you will hear the whisper. And in that whisper lies your freedom. So live like a Stoic. Slow down, think, use reason, and let your actions be guided not by panic, not by fear, not by anger, but by clarity and wisdom. Number 11, imagine losing things you love. You live as if everything you love will last forever. Your family, your friends, your possessions, your health, even your own life. But nothing is guaranteed. Everything you hold dear is temporary. The Stoics taught that to live wisely, you must remember this every day. Not to become cold, but to become grateful, not to live in fear, but to live in truth. Epictetus said, "When you kiss your child, say to yourself, 'Tomorrow he may die.'" At first, these words sound harsh, but they are not cruel. They are a call to love more deeply, to stop taking what you have for granted. If you imagine loss, you stop wasting time. You stop speaking with anger to those you care about. You stop ignoring their presence. You realize that every moment with them is a gift. Marcus Aurelius practiced the same. He wrote, "You may leave this life at any moment. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." He understood that death is not a distant thought. It is always near. By imagining loss, he lived with urgency, with kindness, with perspective. Overthinking often comes from forgetting this. You obsess over small problems, little arguments, minor annoyances. You treat them as if they matter more than they do. But step back. Imagine losing the very thing you are angry about. Imagine losing the person you are fighting with. Imagine losing the comfort you take for granted. Suddenly the problem shrinks. Suddenly you see clearly what truly matters. Think of the last time you lost something or someone you loved. In that moment, didn't you realize how much time you wasted worrying about unimportant things? Didn't you wish you had appreciated them more, hugged them longer, spoken kinder words? Do not wait for loss to teach you gratitude. Imagine it now and live accordingly. The Stoics did not tell you to reject love. They told you to love more fiercely, but with open eyes to say, this person, this moment, this possession, this health, it may be gone tomorrow. So today I will not waste it. This way of thinking does not make you sad, it makes you alive. Seneca said, "He robs present ills of their power who has perceived their coming beforehand." By imagining loss, you prepare your mind. When death or change arrives, it will not destroy you with shock. You will grieve? Yes, but you will not be broken because you already live knowing nothing is permanent. Practice this daily. When you wake up, look at those around you and say quietly to yourself, they are mortal. They may not be here tomorrow. Not to make yourself despair, but to remind yourself, be patient, be kind, do not waste today. When you hold something valuable, remind yourself this may break, this may be taken. And so if it lasts another day, you are grateful. If it disappears, you are prepared. Overthinking melts away when you see life this way. You will no longer drown in petty worries when you know how fragile life is. You will no longer waste time asking why me, when you know loss comes to everyone. Instead, you will live with sharp focus to love, to act, to use today fully. Imagine losing things you love, not to be cold, but to burn with gratitude. Imagine losing them not to fear, but to prepare. Imagine losing them so that while you still have them, you truly live. Remember this, nothing is truly yours except your character. Everything else is borrowed from life, and life can take it back at any moment. So cherish what you have while you have it. Imagine losing things you love, and then love them even more while they are still here. Number 12, stop chasing approval. Look at how much of your life has been shaped by the desire to please others. You dress a certain way to be accepted. You hold back your words to avoid judgment. You chase achievements, not always because you want them, but because you want applause. And in the end, no matter how hard you try, it is never enough. Some people will still criticize you. Some will still misunderstand you. Some will still dislike you. Chasing approval is a race you cannot win. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "It never ceases to amaze me. We all love ourselves more than other people, but care more about their opinion than our own." Think about that. You are with yourself every moment of your life. You know your struggles, your values, your intentions, yet you hand your peace of mind to strangers who barely know you. You let their passing judgments control your happiness. Why? Overthinking is often rooted in this trap. You replay conversations not because they matter, but because you wonder, did they like me? Did I sound stupid? What do they think of me? You waste hours living in the minds of others when you should be living in your own. The Stoics remind us their opinions are not up to you. Only your virtue, your choices, your actions are yours. Epictetus said, "If you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid." Freedom comes the moment you stop needing everyone to approve of you. You act with integrity. You follow reason. You live by your principles. If someone praises you, fine. If someone mocks you, fine. Neither changes the truth of who you are. Think about it. Whose approval are you really chasing? A crowd of strangers on the internet? Co-workers who barely know your heart? Even family who see only a piece of your soul? Their approval is unstable. It changes with moods, with trends, with their own problems. Do you really want to build your life on something so fragile? The Stoic builds on something stronger, his own judgment. Ask yourself, did I act with courage? Did I act with justice? Did I act with self-control? If yes, then you need no applause. If no, then you need no critic to condemn you. You already know the truth. Seneca said, "A man is great not because others think him so, but because he knows it himself." Real greatness is internal. Real peace comes from living aligned with your values, not from collecting likes or praise. Imagine a musician playing in the street. Some passers-by stop and smile. Some ignore him, some frown. Should he change his song every time someone reacts differently? Number. His job is to play. His job is to practice his art. The same is true for you. Your job is to live with virtue, to act rightly, to do your duty. Let the world respond however it wishes. Here is a practice. The next time you feel anxious about someone's opinion, pause. Ask yourself, is this person's approval really necessary for me to live according to my values? 99 times out of 100, the answer is no. Their opinion has no real power unless you hand it to them. Overthinking ends when approval-seeking ends. You no longer need to replay every word, every action. You know you acted rightly, and that is enough. Remember this, you will never control what people think. You will only control how you live. And the man who stops chasing approval becomes untouchable, calm, free, and strong. Stop chasing approval. Live for truth, not applause. Number 13, stay in the present. Your mind is a time traveler. One moment it drags you into the past, rehashing mistakes, replaying regrets, reliving pain. The next moment it pulls you into the future, imagining fears, building what-ifs, creating problems that do not yet exist. And while your mind runs everywhere, you miss the only place where life actually happens here, now in the present moment. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself, do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you have to, with the same reason you apply now to the present. The Stoics knew that the past cannot be changed, the future cannot be controlled, and the only true power lies in the present. Yet most people spend their lives everywhere except here. No wonder they are restless. No wonder they feel lost. Overthinking thrives on time travel. You think endlessly about what you should have done yesterday. You worry endlessly about what might happen tomorrow. But yesterday is gone and tomorrow is uncertain. Only today is real. Only this moment is yours. When you waste it, you waste your life. Seneca wrote, life is divided into 3 periods. That which has been, that which is, that which will be. Of these, the present is short, the future is doubtful, the past is certain. We are always living as if we were about to live. Think about that. Most people don't live. They prepare to live. They wait for the right moment. But the right moment is always now. Ask yourself, how many hours have you lost thinking about what you should have said in a conversation that is already over? How many nights have you wasted worrying about things that never even happened? This is the trap. This is why you feel heavy, anxious, and drained. You are carrying time that isn't yours. The Stoics teach you to drop it, to return to now, to give your full attention to what is in front of you. If you are working, work. If you are eating, eat. If you are with a friend, be with them fully. This is not weakness, it is strength. It is the discipline of refusing to be torn apart by past and future. Imagine an archer. He cannot shoot yesterday's arrow. He cannot shoot tomorrow's arrow. He can only focus on the arrow in his hand, the target in front of him, the breath he takes right now. That is life. You cannot live yesterday or tomorrow. You can only live this moment. And if you live this moment well, the rest will take care of itself. When your mind drifts, catch it. Bring it back. Ask yourself, am I here or am I somewhere else in time? Train this awareness like a muscle. At first, your mind will run wild, but the more you bring it back, the stronger your control becomes. Overthinking disappears when you stay in the present, because in the present, there is no regret, no fear, no endless what if. There is only action. There is only clarity. There is only life raw and real. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." That was his command to himself, written night after night because even emperors forget. Even emperors need reminding. And so do you. Remember this, the past is gone. The future is not yet here. All you ever truly have is this moment. Do not waste it. Do not ignore it. Live it. Stay in the present. That is where freedom lives. Number 14, see struggles as practice. Most people see struggle as punishment. They complain, "Why is this happening to me? Why is life so unfair?" They treat every obstacle as an enemy, every hardship as proof that life is against them. But the Stoic sees it differently. The Stoic sees every struggle as training, every obstacle as practice. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." This is the essence of Stoic strength. The thing you thought was holding you back is actually shaping you, preparing you, sharpening you. The obstacle is not the end of your path. It is your path. Think about a soldier. He does not complain when the training is hard. He does not curse the weight of the armor or the pain of the drills. He knows that every struggle in practice makes him stronger for the real battle. If he avoids the hardship, he will be weak when the enemy arrives. You are the same. Life is your training ground. Every struggle is your practice. Overthinking often comes from misunderstanding struggle. You ask, why is this happening? What if it gets worse? What if I fail? You spin in circles instead of acting. But the Stoic shifts the question. How can this make me stronger? What skill can I train here? What discipline can I sharpen? Suddenly the struggle is no longer an enemy. It is your teacher. Seneca said, "Fire tests gold. Adversity tests brave men." Do you see? Without the test, you will never know your strength. Without the trial, you will never grow. Easy days teach nothing. Comfortable paths build no resilience. It is the weight, the resistance, the friction that turns you into something greater. Think of an athlete. He lifts heavy weights not because he loves pain, but because he knows pain is practice. The struggle of the muscle today is the strength of the body tomorrow. Life is the same. The struggles you face today will become the strength you carry tomorrow if you treat them as practice. Marcus Aurelius faced betrayal, sickness, war, loss. Yet he reminded himself that none of it was wasted. Each difficulty was a chance to practice patience, courage, humility, discipline. He did not waste energy asking for an easier life. He asked only to be worthy of the life he was given. So when you face hardship, do not ask for it to disappear. Ask instead, what can I train here? If you are insulted, it is practice for patience. If you lose, it is practice for resilience. If plans collapse, it is practice for flexibility. If pain arrives, it is practice for courage. Every struggle is a hidden lesson. Every hardship is a gym for the soul. Overthinking fades when you see life this way. Because instead of drowning in why me, you focus on what can I learn. Instead of fearing the obstacle, you embrace it as your teacher. And once you see struggles as practice, nothing can break you. Remember this, comfort makes you soft. Struggle makes you strong. Every time life pushes you, it is not destroying you. It is training you. Treat it that way. Smile at the weight. Thank the obstacle. Use every hardship as a practice for greatness. See struggles as practice, because in the end, life is not against you. Life is shaping you. Number 15, everything passes. Nothing in life stays the same. The seasons change, the river flows, the body grows, age and fades. Joy comes and goes. Pain comes and goes. Everything you experience, whether beautiful or terrible, will eventually pass. Yet most people live as if their current state will last forever. In happiness, they cling and fear losing it. In sadness, they despair and believe it will never end. Both are mistakes. The truth is simple. Everything passes. Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily of this truth. He wrote, Time is like a river made up of the events which happen in a violent stream. For as soon as a thing has been seen, it is carried away, and another comes in its place. Life is flow. To resist that flow is to suffer. To accept it is to be free. Think of your worst pain. At the time it felt endless. You thought you could not survive it, but look, you are still here. The pain passed. Now think of your happiest moment. It felt eternal, like it would last forever. But that too faded. Everything passes, both the bitter and the sweet. This is not reason for despair, but for balance. Do not be destroyed by pain. Do not be enslaved by pleasure. Hold both lightly, knowing they are temporary. Overthinking often comes from forgetting this. You imagine your current problem is permanent. You say, it will always be this way. I will never escape. But this is an illusion. Nothing stays forever. Just as storms fade, so do struggles. Just as nights end, so do your darkest moments. When you remember this, you find the strength to endure. Seneca said, "What fortune has made yours is not your own." He meant that anything outside of your character, your wealth, your health, your reputation belongs to time, not to you. Time will take it back. So do not cling too tightly, and do not despair when it leaves. Imagine holding water in your hand. If you squeeze tightly, trying to keep it forever, it slips through your fingers. If you hold it gently, you enjoy it while it's there, and you are ready to let it go when it flows away. That is how you must live, with open hands, not clenched fists. Marcus Aurelius buried children, lost friends, faced betrayals, endured wars. Yet he stood calm because he knew nothing was permanent. Grief came, but it passed. Pain came, but it passed. Every time life struck, he reminded himself, this too is only for now. And because of that, he was unbroken. So when joy comes, embrace it fully, but do not cling. When pain comes, endure it bravely, but do not despair. Say to yourself, in both cases, this will pass, because it always does. Overthinking shrinks when you hold this truth. Why worry endlessly about the future when the future will not stay? Why relive the past when the past is already gone? Why panic about today's troubles when tomorrow they will fade? The river of time carries all things forward. You cannot stop it, but you can ride it with calm. Remember this, life is movement. Change is the law. Everything you fear, everything you desire, everything you experience, none of it is forever. Only your character, your choices, your virtue remain. That is why the Stoics focus there. So let go, do not cling, do not resist, live fully in the moment. And when it passes, let it pass. Smile at the flow of life, accept both its gifts and its losses as temporary. Everything passes. And when you understand this, nothing can crush you and nothing can own you. You've just discovered 15 Stoic lessons to stop overthinking forever. Each one is a weapon against the chaos of your mind. Control what's yours and drop the rest. Remember, life is short. Expect problems. Go with nature, not against it. Love whatever happens. Know what's up to you. See thoughts for what they are. Write it down. Ask what now instead of why me. Slow down and use reason. Imagine losing things you love. Stop chasing approval. Stay in the present. See struggles as practice. And finally, remember, everything passes. Taken together, these are not just ideas. They are a way of life, a daily practice, a shield against fear, worry, and endless thought loops. You cannot stop thoughts from coming, but you can choose how to meet them. And if you live by these principles, your mind will no longer control you. You will control it. Now, I want to hear from you. Which Stoic lesson hit you the hardest today? Which one will you start practicing right now? Write it in the comments. Don't just listen, commit, declare it, put it into words. That's how change begins. And if you found value here, if you're ready to keep building discipline, clarity, and strength with the wisdom of the Stoics, then subscribe to the channel right now, because this is just the beginning, and you don't want to miss what's coming next. Stay strong, stay present,